Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. This is Zen-X Yoga, a YouTube channel for people moving through midlife. If you're Generation X and you want tools to help you with your mental health through using yoga and Ayurveda, then you are in the right place. My name is Vivian Wolf. I am a certified yoga therapist and a student social worker focusing on mental health. And today I wanted to share with you some of my tools from my toolbox to help with anger and frustration. So anger and frustration are legitimate emotions to have. First, I want to make sure that's clear. It's fine and it's good and it's actually healthy to feel angry sometimes and to be frustrated sometimes. But how we manage those feelings in our bodies and in our minds and in our hearts is what helps keep us healthy and closer to homeostasis or balance. That's what we're aiming for, is feeling balanced. So today we're going to explore some yogic postures that are going to help us find an outlet for some of that anger and that frustration. They're going to be standing postures. We're going to be standing the entire time. We're only going to do a couple of them, but we're going to pair them with some pranayama, some breath work that I really enjoy. Uh, Sometimes it's called lion's breath. In when we do goddess pose, sometimes it's the same pranayama, but sometimes it's referred to as Kali breath. Kali is the goddess of birth, death, and rebirth, and so we're going to call upon her energies just a little bit in this practice. It's one of my very favorite ones, so I'm really excited to share it with you. So let's go ahead and get started. Get on the mat. I'm going to take off my socks real quick. And you don't have to have a yoga mat to do this. You can explore this particular sequence anywhere that you have enough space to take up some space. And I'll show you here. We're going to be wide-legged for most of this. So you do want to be able to have enough space to be wide-legged. And what wide-legged means to you might be different than what wide-legged means to me. In the classic yogic texts, they say to make an equal-sided triangle. So the space between your feet is the same as the length of one of your legs. However, for some of us, that doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel stable. And so you can come in shorter, or if you want to go a little bit wider, you just want to make sure that you still feel very, very balanced. You have all of the weight in the 4 points of each foot. So that means you're not in too much and you're not out too much. You're not in the balls of your feet or in the heels. You're nice and even, right? So let's find this first. We're going to do a little bit of a warm up here before we get started. We want to be a little bit warm. So bring your hands to your hips here and start a little circle with your hips. Knees are really soft, so sink down a little bit here. This is a really nice opening. Again, if you want to take your feet a little bit closer, that might give you what feels like a little more range of motion. Let's go one more round of breath in this direction. And then reverse it. Take it in the other direction. Good, good, good. One more breath. Good. And then let that go. Soften in and start a little swishing of the hands here. Turning in the spine and just flicking those arms. This might, again, if you are in a state where you feel angry and you feel frustrated, this might be a really soothing feeling of just flicking those arms out and or letting them float, just letting them float. Whatever feels good. Let's do one more breath doing this. Maybe your head goes with your hands. And then let that come into a little bit of stillness. Big inhale, sweep those hands up into the sky. Exhale, bring your palms together And pull those hands down through center, soften the knees, touch the ground, let the head hang heavy, forward fold. Inhale, we sweep those hands up. And exhale, forward fold, palms together. So we're moving our hands through the midline. One more time. Inhale, sweep up wide and high. Exhale, all the way down. Now we're going to inhale, sweep it up high, and we're going to leave our arms high and wide like we're making a big X shape. Turn your toes out. Maybe a little adjustment here. And we're going to start very gently. Big inhale, we take up space. Open up the chest, maybe even pull those shoulder blades back a little bit. Exhale, bend the knees, engage your core, sink it down, bring those elbows down, goddess pose. Inhale, rise up again, star pose. Take up space, maybe you look up at the sky. Exhale, bring it down into your goddess. Now we're going to add that Kali breath. Inhale up. Inhale in through the nose, mouth is closed. Exhale, tongue out. Little ha sound. Inhale up. Exhale, let it out. We're going to do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, make it nasty and silly. Perfect. Inhale, big reach up like you're stretching, like you're waking up for the first time. Exhale, hands float down, heel toe those feet underneath you. Find a mountain pose, palms facing forward, or even better, bring your palms together over your heart. Soften the gaze or close your eyes. Observe the sensations in your body. Notice the effects of the activity you just did. How this sense of confidence and self-trust starts to wash over you. Feel how the soles of the feet are anchored into the ground. The breath feels easy and yet powerful. Transforming that anger and frustration into self-trust and peace. One more breath here. Beautiful, beautiful. When you're ready, just lift the gaze or open your eyes. That's it, my friends. Thank you so much for sharing this short practice with me today. From my heart to yours. Peace. And if you enjoyed this activity, I want to hear from you. How are you feeling now? Put it in the comment section. Your before and after. I love hearing. How did you feel when you came to this video? How do you feel after practicing with me? Put it in the comment section. And if you want more videos like this, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. Like this video and maybe share it to send it out to somebody who you think might enjoy a practice, a very short, easy practice like this. Also, if you go into the description below, you'll see that there's a link to my online yoga community. There we get early access to these live streams. You'll actually be able to comment, ask your questions, get into all of the juicy parts of this practice, and you'll get it early. So subscribe there. We also have a free chakra guide, I think, right now when you subscribe to the newsletter. Also, if you want longer videos, if you want interactive live classes, you can find all of that in that link below. So until next time, mwah, 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 mwah. Take really good care of yourself, okay?